My voice. My voice. Don't discriminate. I'm coming in.
Hello world, my name is Regina Mary and welcome to My Voice. So today we have a different dynamic episode, doing things very, very differently. A mixture of two shows into one combination. So today I got to be invited to come and be interviewed at the SABC Channel Africa, the Albinism Report. And I figured since my voice, Albinism, the new era is about informing people, engaging and being informed, we should take the chance to interview the Albinism Report and have a look into another world of information and advocacy for albinism. So everybody, hi and welcome to My Voice.
Hello. Nice. Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine. Well, with My Voice, we just go raw.
I'm not used to talking. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
And make that executive producer, not just the producer.
Executive producer, Mr. Mashava.
Also make that Passy, not Pam.
Passy, not Pam. Any correction?
You said it correct.
All right. So, sir, you are the executive producer of the Albinism Report that's playing on Channel Africa at the SABC in South Africa. I always have to repeat that because we're going to go global, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Please explain to us what is the Albinism Report all about?
Okay, the show was inspired by, the concept of the show was inspired by a friend of mine, Frank Muniz, who has albinism. It was back in 2016. Yeah, back in 2016. I interviewed him because I'm also a journalist.
Okay.
I interviewed him to talk about his albinism because he lives in my neighborhood where I'm from. So we always socialize together. So I wanted him to tell his story about his background and how is it like to be a guy with albinism, challenges and stuff like that. So after that, the story was supposed to be published in one of the newspapers, but I held back, thinking like, so after this,
What then?
then what? So I was like, okay, I thought about it. Then I approached Channel Africa to do a show, something that will be continuous. So yeah, I tell the show, the Albinism Report. But it was not easy because we had to approach them in 2016, but we only started in 2017, September. So yeah, I told them that the presenter has to be someone with albinism so that it can be authentic.
Right.
Then, since they knew Puleng Mlewaz, who's the presenter of the show now, she works at TV Side. She also worked at TV Side. Then we had meetings. We did. I think you were one of the first guests when we were still doing demos.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So we did demos like for, I think it was 6 months or 7 months. Then, yeah, ultimately we got it right. We went live in September 2017.
Okay.
It was September is Albinism Month. Yeah, so that's how it came about. Okay, so for me to think about a show like this and approach Channel Africa, it was because all, what's happening in Africa, the superstition, the beliefs about people with albinism and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So it's countries like Malawi, Tanzania, Mozambique, even in South Africa, where some people are kidnapped and killed all because of those nonsensical beliefs. So the show is all about teaching people about albinism.
Okay. So, Sarah, how does one listen to the Albinism Report? Which countries does this particular powerful program have allocation to, as albinism is international condition or race or creation, as is beauty as it is, it's worldwide. So the Albinism Report, how many people do you reach around the world?
Yeah, as I said before, Channel Africa used to be on shortwave.
Okay.
So shortwave is all technology, but it has a greater reach. So just to be broadcasted in almost all the African countries.
Okay.
But now shortwave was it was cancelled in April 2019. So there's no longer shortwave around the world. So now people can get Channel Africa via the website www.channelafrica.co.za.
Okay.
And if you are in South Africa, you can access it via DSTV Audio Bouquet, channel 802.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, guys, to just show you the amazing work of this dynamic human being, these two beautiful, gosh, hot women sitting here are the guests that were part of the interview today, including myself, Regina Mary. So you had this beautiful upcoming star of the world. We've got our beautiful architecture who does amazing stuff. I won't spoil it for you guys because you guys have to stay tuned and watch My Voice Albinism, the new era, and see this amazing guest tell you their story. You will be shocked. So, sir, what was the topic for today and why did you bring us into the show to have this interview? What was the target and the information that we're sending out?
Yeah, like the presenter said, because it's Youth Month, but the idea was to do a follow-up show because all you guys have been here, and for a change to talk about positive things, celebrate. So the topic was celebrating milestones. So for a change, we wanted to celebrate people with albinism who have, achieved in their respective fields. Priska here, she's a rapper / model / actress. She recently appeared in the election campaign. The South African election campaign advert. I bet you saw her in there. You just started this platform.
My Voice.
By the way, I'm a fan. I always try to watch whenever I can.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know. I have Wi-Fi, so I can.
Thank you.
Mine is to watch. I see you have invited Palesa. There's a rapper who was also here the other day. Chef, is it?
Chef Master Toast.
Chef.
Master Toast Chef, and some of the guests there. And Pauke, Pasi here, she recently graduated as an architect. Kunje, by the way, is it your qualification? Well, is it?
It's a Bachelor of Science.
Bachelor of Science.
In
She's been on the show before
Okay.
when she was still a student. Now she
Oh, wow.
she graduated and joined the job market. And there was a lady who was supposed to be here, but she couldn't make it. She also has her own YouTube channel and working with beauty brands. Yeah, so that was the whole idea to celebrate milestones.
So if guests are watching out there and they love the Albinism Report and they want to be part of the voice and report the albinism issues, positive, negative, either way their voices get heard, how should they be able to find an opportunity to be sitting in these chairs like these two beautiful women?
Okay, we have a Facebook page called the Albinism Report. So sometimes we do invite guests via, or we get messages, inbox messages. People want to come to the show, and we welcome everyone, because we don't just interview people with albinism only, but sometimes we invite photographers who work with people with albinism, or artists that have songs about albinism. So, but mainly it's for people with albinism. So mainly we invite people with albinism, and we do get weird messages sometimes in the inbox.
Okay.
Someone the other day was asking us to help them to find a wife with albinism. But we don't,
I know those.
we don't entertain such.
Hello.
Because you know
It's
what
a new
happens.
shop. I also want one. Yeah.
Because you know what happens. They see some will try to, they see because the profile picture of the page is bullying,
Right.
and the about the show and stuff like that. So some of them think They're talking to Puleng.
Oh,
They're
right.
actually talking to me.
This is the man behind your text. So chill, people. It's all about the report. So, guys, this is my voice here reporting at the SABC in South Africa at the Albinism Report, a beautiful platform that gives people the voices to teach, inform, and inspire. So, during the explanation, you heard that this dynamic woman, actress, and a model, I won't spoil it because you're going to have to stay tuned to watch my voice and let her tell you who she is. Right now, it's a mystery.
Can she
And
drop some lines?
no, they have to wait for my voice. They already heard her drop some lines on the Albinism Report. So the Albinism Report, you're going to find all the interviews that we've done and you're going to see Miss Queen here do her thing. But my voice, we're even going to stretch it very loud. And we've got, I called on time. She said I must correct it.
Patsy.
Pasi here, who is the foundation of so many things. So you have to stay into our show to come and watch it. But she's an architecture. I didn't even know what that is. I had to Google it. So you go Google it and wait for that show to come about. Because she did it. And she got albinism, yo.
My voice. My voice.
A warm welcome to the Albinism Report on Channel Africa, the African Perspective. My name is Pule Molebati. The Albinism Report is an enlightened narrative brought to you by Channel Africa together with Lighter Spark Media. A big thank you to you for being part of the show every week and supporting us, and our producer Matawa Mazapula for making it possible, ensuring that we give you the best of news and all the events that are taking place regarding anything that has to do with albinism globally. You know, you can find us on Facebook at the Albinism Report is our Facebook page. That's where if you missed anything, show clips, you missed interviews, you missed pictures, you missed comments, anything at all that you might want to know of about the show, you will find it on the Facebook page. Today we are having a conversation. June is Youth Month here in South Africa. It's also a month where International Albinism Awareness Day is hosted on the 13th of June. So we're speaking to young people today, young women with albinism, who've been on the show before, but they've really done great things in their lives. They've made big strides in their career. So today we are talking about the milestones in their lives. Let me officially welcome my guests today. Let me begin with Priska Motswatwa. Priska, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for always honoring our invitation.
Aw, it's a pleasure.
Pasi is sitting in the middle. Pasi Silepe, right? Yes. She's here. The last time we spoke was sometime last year. She's back, cool and collected. You know what I'm saying? Like a graduate that she is. Welcome back to the show and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Ooh, are you shy?
I'm very shy, actually.
Yeah, she looks very shy. Alright, and Regina Merinzobu is here in studio. She is our activist. I'm sure you hear her all the time in our promos. She's gone and done and got herself a YouTube channel and a talk show. We're going to find out about that and a whole lot more. She also climbed Kilimanjaro last year on Climb for Albinism. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I'm always honored to be here next to you, my inspiration.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ladies. All right, guys, we have so much to cover. You guys have done a lot, and I only have a few minutes to bring all that information to our listeners. Yeah, it's been, I guess 2018 was the biggest year for all of us, bearing in mind that a lot of preparation for 2019 took place in 2018. You know, so Pasi, let's look back at 2018. What were those moments in your career that stood out, culminating to the biggest event of your career when you graduated in architecture?
Well, last year was a busy year, but it's a year that actually molded me to be the person that I am today. There were big milestones in terms of the academic field, and breaking into the industry of construction and infrastructure was something which is, you know, quite rare for a person with albinism. And, you know, overcoming that on its own and still overcoming it was a challenge, and it's something that, I'm striving for.
So you're a junior architect?
Yes, I'm a junior architect currently.
Okay, we'll talk about all of that and what it means to be a junior architect. It doesn't matter, you're an architect. And Regina, you're the one who's putting us on blast today. You brought your crew with us in studio. You got tired of our crew. You went and got yourself your crew. Tell me about My Voice. What is the show about? When did you start it?
Oh, goodness. Well, I officially started doing professional camera shooting this year, but I started My Voice about I can't go back. About 2 years ago over my phone, just being able to do what I can. So basically, it's because of you that I saw the opportunity to say that, you know what, if she can do it, because honestly, people don't know this, but when I met Puleng, I just started out in the industry, like my first theater performance, and I had not encountered other people with albinism who brings out that fire. So when I saw her, and she had a lot of like, I don't want to say much, but she was like intimidating and like,
ow,
intimidating. She personally, she's a bold, independent woman. But for me, coming across that was like, wow, if somebody can be like that, then I can be that. And then I became that, and here I am. And now getting to the fact of realizing that I was inspired by somebody else. What I saw made me go home and say, but no, you've seen her. She's real. You can be like that. So then My Voice came up to say, you know what? I got inspired and I'm here standing tall. I don't want somebody else saying, oh my God, how did you do it? Oh, you've got it all together. No, I want them to know that somebody else inspired me. That means somebody else will inspire you. Just like the story here, being in architecture was hard, but here she graduated. Beyonce over there. Sorry, people, you have to follow her to see what I mean. So this is what My Voice is about. Basically being able to say that, look, I'm here, I exist, I'm real. If I can, you can.
Who always has a lot to say. We're going to talk about climbing Kilimanjaro as well. That must have been really, really, it must have been a biggest task, I guess, physically as well, because you had to be fit.
Yeah.
Hey, and then climbing, that's another story. I think we need to get back. We need to get back and talk about that as well. All right, so Priska, you just recently done a lot of modeling.
Yeah.
You also are you still pursuing music?
I am actually.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Is there like recent tracks going on online?
Well, not really. Not yet. It's still under construction. So, but then yeah, I've been working with a lot of producers. I'm taking this journey on my own now. I know at first it was all confusing. Are we a group or are we not a group?
Oh.
Me,
And now?
Sitawa and Robert, we were never really a group. We were just three artists collaborating together.
Okay.
For albinism, for the sake of, and it was amazing. But I see myself as a brand, and I see myself as an individual artist, and with that comes obviously potential, which I see myself, and I believe that with people like you, we can all bust and become the people, become someone that we want to be, So yeah, I just want to take the music career on my own by myself. Right now, there's nothing online, but surely something is gonna come up by the end of this year.
Oh, that's good news. And you did a bit of modeling work. So are you an artist/model?
Yes, I am.
Is there more that I should know?
There's more, but it's
Outside of the
not
model.
undercover.
So it's artist/model/ is there another slash?
Mm-hmm.
What is that other slash?
It's undercovers.
Ah,
It will
fine.
cover.
Okay, maybe actress. Maybe there's a movie
Yeah,
that's been put together by Tyler Perry somewhere in the world. Okay, so my goodness. Okay, so June 13th is Albinism Awareness Day, International Albinism Awareness Day. A lot of events happening across the world and a couple happening in South Africa. For someone who has started a YouTube channel and has climbed Kilimanjaro, what does it mean to you, Regina, to have a day like this with so many events going on, with so many things that you have done to show your activism, to make yourself visible? What does it mean that we have an international day like that?
Sure. Wow. Okay. I don't really know much on the bigger picture, but I think I've come to an understanding that that day acknowledges people with albinism, right? And for me, as Regina Mary, I feel it's a day that's a door and a key, because now I'm aware there's more than me. There's more than other people. There's a whole large world out there, because the stories on the internet make us look like we 1 out of 100, or you can only find us in those scary places, or when we're dead and our story comes out. So now I'm aware that there's America, there's Nigeria, there's everybody. We are all over the world. So it's a time to say, are we going to carry on being represented the way people have heard about us? Because it's not like there's facts. There's what I heard, she said, they said. You understand? So now that there's a whole lot of us, what do we do now? Because that is a lot of power to possess and not be able to leave a legacy. So for me, I'm happy that now doors are opened and we have the opportunity to say, but how can I reach out to those kids? How can I reach out to them? So for me, it's just the voice that I appreciate that I have now. And because of media and YouTube, I'm able to have a YouTube channel that says at least there's content that's positive that we can use.
And climbing Kilimanjaro, what has that done for you in your career? Let's talk about the...
Sorry, I've got a cold.
Your excuse. It's understandable. You're a busy woman. I see you in the streets of Soweto doing interviews and pop-ups, and so I can understand. So what does it mean to have climbed Kilimanjaro, and also what has that done to your career?
Sure. Oh my God. So firstly, Climb for Albinism for me is now Climb for Your Life. You know, it's brought me to this world where I don't fear anything. Anything that comes across my path, I understand it as though I was back on that mountain. That mountain is painful physically, mentally, emotionally, you understand? For a woman like me who went through so much abuse, discrimination and stuff, I developed a certain habit, you understand? I smoked, I drank, I lived my life perfectly in the outside, but when I'm alone at home, I'm miserable, I'm sad, I feel insecure and all those things. And I was always able to mask that with just putting on a character. Then before we climbed the first, before we actually climbed the mountain, we had to go for a training in Kenya, right? And at that time, I saw this post that says, Climb for Albinism, climb Kilimanjaro. I had no idea what that was physically. But when I got to Kenya, I was exposed. Like, you didn't know, and you came here, and you couldn't climb because you didn't train. You understand?
Percy, you said earlier on that you were shy, you know? I don't know how true that is. I'm sure we'll uncover just how shy you are. But for a woman with albinism, being in that space where you just practically one person with albinism in your time, you know, pursuing that career and now graduating, what has the feedback been like?
Quite interesting, I must say, because when I graduated, I first thought, okay, I'm the first person to graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Architecture in the whole country. And then it later on got affirmed that I'm the first person with albinism to graduate with a degree or even be in the architectural field.
Wow, in South Africa?
Yes.
That's amazing.
So that form of affirmation sort of made it more than just it being a qualification. It sort of gave me room to define not only who I am, but for the people who are going to come after me. You know, sort of open doors for people with albinism, people with this condition, or any form of different attributes, let me say. And they're not a usual person within the construction field. It sort of opens doors for those people. And it's been great. I can say that. It hasn't been easy at all. There are times when I'm just like, why am I doing this? But then I'm like, you know, you're doing this because this is your purpose and this is your calling. And you need to live it up. And, you know, you talk about activism, and this is my form of activism.
So what does it mean, though? How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel...
Did you all have a moment where you just sobbed?
There were a lot of moments I was just like, what's happening? Is this really happening? You know, it's a joyful moment. It's a point of rejoicing because it's the beginning of something.
That's amazing. Incredible. All right, so Priska, we just came out of elections, 2019 elections, and you were part of the election campaign.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, they wanted a model.
Yeah.
But not just a model who participates in elections, who votes. I'm young. It was actually my first vote, but I had voted national. I had voted before, but not national. So they wanted somebody who's an activist. And I fitted in, you know. They were like, let's just take Priska because of those
Qualities.
yes, because I am an activist. Well, not as big as they are.
They? Who are they?
As others, because I'm mostly known with my music and modeling. My activist side is more of like, you know, in a nutshell. So, but then that was my way of busting, you know, getting to let the youth know that it's important to vote. People neglect voting. They don't understand what importance it takes. You know, when you vote, they don't understand what contribution you're adding to the country and to the people. So I took the part also as a model, and I just wanted to stand out as a person with albinism. They wanted a person with albinism exactly, and you know, I was like, I just have to be there for this one. Yeah.
All right. So, but for your career, that seems like the model side of it is always the one that's happening most of the time. That has events that are drawing you into that space. And you also were in a national magazine, I believe.
True Love.
Yeah.
Yes, I was. I was actually. Oh wow! I was not the first albino that was like a person with albinism that was featured in the magazine.
There's been quite a few, but for your feature, what was your feature about?
My feature was actually a 6-spread page feature, and I was just standing out for fashion.
Oh, so you were like in an editorial shoot.
Yes, it was more of like an editorial fashion shoot, and I got to work with people like Justin Dingwell. He has worked with Tyra Banks, so shout out.
Justin, has he not worked with Sanele Kaba as well?
He has, and Tando Hopper.
In that very popular portrait of Sanele. I see it everywhere. Yeah. There's a very popular, I think even our South African celebrity has a portrait of Sanele in his house. So Mizim Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that Justin Dingwall is a very big name if you wanted to name drop, you know. So your profile is looking quite good. It's looking quite good. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So Percy, what does it mean now that you've graduated? Your story's out there. Where to from here?
Where to from here? I think just creating an identity within this field for, like I said previously, opening doors. I think that's what I'm really going to focus on currently, because it's not easy. Like I said, it's not easy, and it would be good for me to sort of help other people as well, you know.
But as a junior architect, what are you expected to? What kind of work can we expect from you?
No, I can draft plans. I can, do site work and design. But my main responsibilities sort of form around that. I cannot approve drawings. You know, that goes with you being an architect, because there's junior architect, there's senior architect, and then there's an architect. So it's only when you get to your architectural position that you're able to do buildings of a certain scale and then, approve them. I can only do and approve buildings of a certain scale, but I can be part of a design team that is designing, an airport or whatever it is of that scale. Yeah.
How long does it take for one to get into that position of just being architect?
Just being architect. Okay, so you have your 3 years in school. You have your 3 years of, depends on which institution you go to as well, your Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Some universities just offer it as a Bachelor in Architecture. and then you do your postgrad, which is your honors, and then that's when you become a senior architect. If you do decide to work after that, and then you have your masters. So it's only after your masters that you become an architect. It's like other fields. Psychology, you become a counselor, and then you become a senior counselor, and then you become a psychologist.
Okay.
It's just like that.
So today I'm talking to young women with albinism in honor of Youth Month, together with International Albinism Day, which will be taking place in a few days from now. So we're looking at the milestones in their career. And as we look at those milestones, we speak to young women with albinism who have done really great things in their careers. Today they join me to talk about their lives, their careers, and we look forward to the future with them. I'm talking to Priska Mutswatwa, who is a model and an artist. I'm also speaking to Patty Silepe. She just graduated in architecture. She is now a junior architect, and I'm talking to Regina Meirin Ndlovu. She is a YouTuber. She hosts a talk show. She's an activist. She climbed Kilimanjaro. She's also a singer, and earlier on she was sick, so she's back. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for having me. Sorry,
you gave us a scare there.
No, I just got flu and I was trying to hold it back while talking, but I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. I've always been curious to find out about working on the space of YouTube. Did you get funding to run your project, or is it solely on a independence hustler mode? Regina, got this.
Thank you for asking that, because oh gosh, you see, that's the whole thing. That why I started my voice and it being on YouTube and Facebook is because what you see on the outside tells you a different story and then what's really happening on the inside. So I don't have funding for my voice albinism, the new era. I work when I can work to do an artist work, being an actress on stage, performing my one-woman show called Mary Mary My Voice, and that's how I get my income. If not that, I apply for learnerships and internship programs. I learn more than I've already gotten up to this far. So basically I don't, and my voice is also on Facebook. And yes, it is on YouTube. Thank you to the platform of media. Now we can actually represent ourselves in the way that we want. Yes. So yes, I would really appreciate if the world was listening out there to do help me in terms of whatever they can, equipment, camera, resources, money, whatever it is, because this is just a beginning of a mustard seed. Before you know it, we're going to have our own industry, own entertainment and everything. So my voice talk show is just the beginning, but I'm looking into movies, documentaries, music videos, anything that's already here, I will bring out it back in an albinism form. So, yeah.
I think we also need to ask for a tripod so that the artist doesn't have to bend so much, the cameraman doesn't have to bend so much. Yeah, no, let's start with somehow maybe getting her a tripod.
Thank you so much. Oh, yes.
Alrighty. Okay, but then, Regina, so all of it comes from you, even the camera that you're using. And I know you have a setup where you interview individuals on a rooftop somewhere.
Definitely, that's the studio.
You must be rich, in other words, if that's the case.
Honestly, I walk by faith, not by sight. So this is one of the things that I learned while climbing Kilimanjaro, actually, because before Kilimanjaro, it was just me, but not all of me. Where you act, but you have fear, you've got worry, you are scared something will go wrong. And every time I woke up the next day and we had to climb, I had to ask myself, why am I doing this? It was so painful that I told myself, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? And every time I asked that question, an answer came. Someone out there is going through this. Somebody out there is in this amount of pain. Somebody out there is going through a life journey where they have to finish. So if you finish your walk, you finish your journey, you will get through this. My past pain, I could easily talk about it to the world, but I really didn't heal from it, you understand? So walking through that mountain made me realize if I can take this now, when I go back there, it's done. So right now, I climbed Mountain Kilimanjaro physically, but the actual climb of my life is here now, and this is it. Sorry not to be too much, but 8 years ago I was told by a famous South African producer that there are no albinos in the industry, so I must change my career. No director will wake up and write a story about me. Here I am today with 2 lead I play lead actress in 2 movies of Zanzi Magic for everyone to watch. I have a theater play, I have a one-woman show, and now I have a talk show. I was recently told that viewers will not tune into the SABC to watch a program on albinism. And I was like, I've heard this before, and this time I'm not even going to take it as lightly as possible. I will prove to you that we're here to stay. So, yeah.
All right, Regina is here to stay. Lovely. All right, Priska.
Well, on the day I'm booked for a shoot, but I'm open to anything. I'm also a spokesperson, so I can be booked for anything, whether it's being an MC,
But what if you don't have to be booked? Can you just be in the presence
in it
of other activists to say, here I am, and on this day we are saying blah blah blah?
Well, I've seen a couple, I think 2 events in Pretoria. I think I'm gonna go to one, but it depends on my schedule. Like, I can move my shoots maybe the afternoon or the morning. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Yes, Patty?
So on the day, I was requested to be part of an event hosted by the South African Albinism Society. Just to sort of celebrate, an achievement, being the first person.
You did it, girl.
So that's what I'll be up to on that day.
Okay.
Did she say the first?
She is the first.
Girl, come on, my voice. I'm
Someone
sorry.
needs to write a book about
My
these
voice
people who
needs
are
to hear your
breaking
voice.
such barriers.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay, for me, I am part of a theatre production called Mama, I Want the Black That You Are. It's a theatre piece based on albinism, informing people in a way that the production has done its research. Because one thing I learned about albinism is that everybody is different and everybody has a story, and we all don't relate to our stories. We might not have the same story but the same understanding. So some stories might not be my journey, but it's somebody else's journey depending on research.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing a theatre performance of a girl called Matlakala. She's a 15-year-old girl that goes through so much abuse and a lot of discrimination because of the color of her skin. And basically she stands out and decides to fight for her life and make sure that she's the first of a new era in a way. So that will be taking place in Kwatema Springs on the 13th of June. The performance will take place at 11 a.m. Yes.
All right, so people must come out in numbers and support Regina Meringovu and the play. Okay, so as for me, on the 13th of June, I guess the call that I'll make right now is people with albinism everywhere. They need to be visible. Everyone, you need to know what the theme is. At least can we know what the theme of the day is? I think as people with albinism, we need to give the day its urgency. Like how, if it doesn't mean anything to us, why do we think it should mean something else to somebody else? So it's important to know what the theme is, and the theme for this year is #Still Standing Strong. If you want to know more about the events that are taking place across the world, you should follow IK Aero on Instagram, I think, as well as on Facebook at UN Albinism for those events that will be taking place on the 13th of June. All right, so ladies, let's look to the future. What should we expect to see coming from you? I mean, Priska has got a shoot already. We don't know. It could be for a very big movie. So that's so the suspense is killing us. And then what should we look forward to in terms of your future work?
Basically, one, having my voice on national television, although it was not really the target market. My target market was the community, the hospitals, everybody else, and basically having to give them this information, engagement, and this particular platform to voice out, inspire, and fight for ourselves. Also, basically getting into the industry, telling our own stories, writing our own movies, doing our own music videos, and everything like that. And yes, I'll be doing my one-woman show now, putting it out there by myself. Mary, my voice. Everything I've told everybody through my interviews, you come and watch it live. But mostly, it's just about getting others out there to say, guys, listen, it's already hard out here. Even just me being Regina, it's hard financially, it's hard everything, relationship-wise. We are human beings. So I'm calling you out to say you need to be independent or focus on your skill, whatever you can do, so that once you're independent, you can take care of your skin, you can take care of yourself, and you can be a helping hand to the next person. It's time to start living and stop surviving all the time.
Okay, so that's and then Pasi, where are you gonna be going straight to working?
No, right now I'm working.
You're already working. Where are you working?
I can't disclose the name of my company, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm working for a firm. Yeah, it's quite a big firm actually. They did the women's jail. I think I'm giving it away where I'm working. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to school next year doing my postgrad so that I can be an architect and eventually, should expect a new airport.
Oh, great. With all the big signs that say, this is for us. Because sometimes we need all this in extremely large like doors. I need that because I'm tired like trying to find stuff. So if they were just in my face, they are like, one of us did that. No, like for real,
take
please.
that in consideration.
Please.
The pressure
The pressure.
they are putting on you already.
But it's something that I've been thinking about because, within the architectural field, there are a lot of things that are neglected in terms of inclusive design, for everyone. It's all about, people with normal abilities. They don't consider people with disabilities. And, as an architect with
Special abilities.
Special ability.
I love that. Special abilities.
It's my time to do something about it.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
And you, Priska, should we know anything that is cooking under the carpet?
Music is cooking.
And I'm trying to be a sponsor
Yeah,
and be a producer, you know what I mean?
I'm taking it all in. Like anybody who wants to work with me, I am all in. So by the end of this year, something is gonna drop, and I hope everybody is ready for it. I need all the help that I can get. Studios, sponsors, producers, beat makers, rappers who in the future. I'm all in.
Hey, these young people are so ambitious, so hardworking, such trailblazers. And apparently I have to expose who's comfortable with telling their age. I know I'm not.
Why not?
How old? 29, Regina?
I am 29. I'm turning 30.
You're gonna be 30, shorty.
Yeah, and it's so cool because this is not what I thought my life would be once upon a time. So I'm grateful that I'm here and it's a different story. Honestly, thank God none of those suicide words because I'm proud to be turning 30 and being able to say I got my own shit.
Okay, no, I think no more Regina for the airways.
Sorry, I got my own things. I got my own,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Alrighty. Alright, so Pasi, how old are you again? 23. My goodness, the first person with albinism in the architecture.
Imagine.
At age 23. Well done. Well done. And you 22. And you are singing, rapping, modeling, and acting. Well done, guys. I'm really proud of each and every one of you. Regina, we need to work on your language. Alrighty. So, where are you guys? I mean, Regina, you're on YouTube, but do you mind giving us where can people subscribe?
Yes, please. Thank you so much for that platform. Find me on YouTube, My Voice, Albinism, the New Era. Facebook, My Voice, Albinism, the New Era. Instagram, and Vimeo, please. Or you can Google My Voice, whether it's on Google, and you will definitely be located to its programs and episodes that I've been playing. Like, subscribe, follow us, and help me change the narrative that we cannot be on TV. It's time to take over, not for the sake of proving that we can, but for the fact that anybody who doesn't have albinism or has albinism is going through something, and if I can make it through the hate of the world, then you too can make it, and we all need each other to make it forward.
And you, Pasi?
I'm on Instagram. Pasi. It's Pasi. That's why I need to love it. But it's PHVSI_. And Instagram, it's Instagram, Facebook, not really that active. So so those are the only platforms.
Where is your music, by the way, Priska? Even if it's just the song that you guys worked with other artists on, where can we get that song?
Slicker on Live.
Oh, it's still on Slicker.
Yeah, but then it's still on Slicker on Live, But at the same time, you can still, because there's more to come, you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel. It's not really known that much, but I have a YouTube channel as well. People have trouble with pronouncing my name and surname. PRSCAMOTSWA Priskamutswat on all social media platforms. I am so surprised today I'm not asked for a 16 bar.
No, please. I mean, that's where I was heading. I mean, I still have a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? Yes, do your thing. Yes. I mean, you brought it up. Now that you did, go on now.
Okay, replicate my behavior, bars be alligators, burning, yearning inside like Mars towards my fingers. Perseverance in all the years, confectory seas. Perseverance consuming gifts from my felon rivals, in pursuit for the feed for my family's breed. They hit me underground, not knowing I'm a pit seed. Come on them, and I active on that road kill. Body bags by the pen, wretch your living will. And narrow channel dug, that's where I find my spark. Eternal tougher the fire lingering on my tongue. They wonder how am I a beast, cause I'm vicious, ambitious, hella ignite. I take a bar in the body. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Been working. That's nice. Thank you so much, ladies.
My voice. My voice.
So guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for listening. Thank you guys. I'm so glad I met you guys, and thank you for the opportunity for bringing us to the Albinism Report. So this is my voice. Until next time with Regina Mary. It's a bye.
My albinism. My albinism. My albinism. My albinism. It's a hot. It's a hot. Baby, I'm so hot. Baby, I'm so hot. 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 It's so hot. So hot. It's so hot. So hot. Baby, I'm so hot. Baby, I'm so hot. Baby, I'm so hot. Baby, I'm so hot. How about you disturbing me? Let's do that. I'm sorry.